What is good, mga champion, and welcome back to another video. For today's video, guys, I'll share with you a very important topic wherein some people get confused, and for some, they don't know which path they want to go to. Okay, so ano nga ba yun? That is investing or trading. So nowadays, there are a lot of ways how to make money online. Okay, and there are a lot of resources nowadays. So again, I will explain to you what are the pros and cons, as well as how we can make money from both. Okay? So, ano nga ba yun? I will categorize investing and trading into 4 categories. First thing, what is investing? You have to ask yourself, what is your goal? What is your objective? Why you want to invest? You should ask yourself. Second, what is your timeline? What is your time horizon? Okay? And third, what are the ways or what are the approach you are going to make if you're going to invest? Okay? And fourth, simply, do you have enough capital? Do you have enough money in order for you to invest on a certain commodity or even a certain asset? Okay? These are the 4 categories you have to ask yourself prior diving into both of these potential money-making areas, lalo na sa financial market. Okay? Not only sa financial market, but also in different areas where you can place your money. May it be asset, may it be commodity. Okay? So, again, you have to ask all of these things. So, first thing, towards investing. Okay? What is your objective? What is your goal? So, alam naman natin that when it comes to investing, simply, you want to invest to something that would appreciate over time. So, ibig sabihin yan, you're thinking long-term. Okay? So, you want to make money in such a way na the value, okay, that you invested as of now would grow towards time. So, simply, we can say that as an objective for you guys, so objectively and typically, you have to understand that investing is simply a long-term what? Long-term growth of your funds or capital. So, we call these people investors wherein they want to build wealth. Okay, they want to build wealth over time, and at the same time, they want to hold on to something that they know that would appreciate over time. So, ano yung mga example na yan? Nandyan, number 1, okay? Stocks. Okay? And second, syempre, pinaka-common is, real estate. Okay? Ano pa? There are some assets na pwede tayo mag-invest. For example, gold. Okay? For some, there are what? Bonds and mutual funds. So, these are the areas, wide variety of availability na pwede kayo mag-invest. Okay? So, again, if your goal is to make money through time without doing anything, okay? So, that investing is maybe right for you. Okay? Ano pa? Second, you have to ask yourself, ano nga ba ang timeline ko? Okay? You have to understand that investing, from the word itself, invest. Meaning, ikaw as an investor, usually, meron ka dapat long-term growth perspective. So, ibig sabihin na, minimeasure mo yan in terms of hindi lang araw, hindi lang months, kundi years, decades. So, ibig sabihin, you are concerned and you want to capitalize anything that you want to invest to. So, ibig sabihin yan, when you are investing, what you're after is the long-term growth. Ibig sabihin, along the way, in between, there may be ups and downs from the value of your investment. So, ibig sabihin, you are willing, okay? You are willing to risk that kind of path na at the end of the day, at the end of your investment, you'll be reaping your benefits, okay, through time. Okay? So, again, third thing you have to ask as an investor is, ano nga ba yung ways? Ano nga ba yung approach na gagawin ko? So, again, ngayon, we have the technology now. If we're going to invest in stocks, we have some platforms, investment platforms, or if you want to buy something that would grow over time or potential growth, so nandiyan naman yung mga ating mga real estate. So, ibig sabihin yan, as an investment, okay, whenever we have to decide, so ibig sabihin, we are dependent on what we call as fundamental analysis. Okay? So, as an investor, you're not only attracted to invest because maganda yung property or maganda yung price ngayon ng stocks, but rather, you see potential. You have some research wherein the financial health and growth potential of that company. For example, you're buying stocks or shares of a certain company. you are well versed or you are well informed with regards to the economy situation, financial health, growth potential ng company na yun. You are not investing just because you want to invest. Okay? So you might do your own research whether what you're investing is really the right for you. Okay? So again, investors often what? They seek to what? Diversify what? Their portfolio in order to manage risk if there are uncertainties, lalo na sa financial market and also in the field, for example, real estate. So again, there is no certainties in every investment. There's always risk. That is why now we go to our fourth question for yourself if you're going to invest. Ano ang iyong risk tolerance? So alam naman natin, throughout time, there may be appreciation ng investment mo, but along the way, sabi nga, there are risks, there are fluctuations. So meaning may ups and downs yan. There are times na ang investment mo is down, you may be on a drawdown, but nevertheless, you're still hopeful na your investment will grow, appreciate as you expect. Okay? So that is why you have to have a wide risk tolerance pagdating sa investment. So as an investor, you have to understand that generally there is always risk, a higher risk whenever you're investing. So you are willing to accept that fluctuations along the way. All right? So that is for what? Investing. Okay? So ano nga naman ang kaibahan nito or ano ang kaibahan nito saan? Sa trading. Okay? When we talk about trading, okay, simple lang naman, di ba? So trading is all about transactions, di ba? So first thing, you have to ask yourself as a trader, ano bang goal ko? Ano bang objective ko? So first thing na papasok sa isip natin is quick money, di ba? So trading, just to simplify, it is aimed what? To earn, to profit from the financial market or kung saan mang asset or commodity na pwede ka mag-trade to have a short-term what? Profit from the fluctuations or difference ng value ngayon versus yung value later. So ibig sabihin, traders, like most of us, di ba, yung mga aspiring, lalo na rin yung mga experience, we just buy and sell, in various instruments na pwede natin i-trade. For example, stocks, sabi ko nga, currencies, which is yung ginagawa natin, which is yung Forex trading, ano pa? Commodities, and some certain assets like, for example, gold. So, these are the things na pwede nating isipin when we talk about trading. We just want to buy and sell short-term. Ibig sabihin, we just want to profit from the fluctuations or differences from that instruments. Okay? So, yun yung unang tanong. So, ang kaibahan nito sa investing, going to our second question, ano nga ba ang iyong timeline or ano nga ba yung timeline or time horizon? So, ibig sabihin yan, if we're going to compare investing versus trading, trading is more of a short-term growth perspective. So we want to capitalize of just a short-term move sa market or short-term fluctuations dun sa ating commodity or instruments or asset na pwede natin bilhin. So again, when we talk about trading, lalo na ngayon, we have the technology, we have the trading platform, execution platforms. So may mga tinatawag tayong time frames. We can trade the market. It can be like on a time frame of 5 minutes or hourly, okay, or days or weeks, months. Nevertheless, as compared to investing, mas mabilis ang time frame nito compared to investing, which is long term. For example, years and decades. Okay? So again, for the timeline when it comes to trading, we just want to capitalize from the market through certain fluctuation or short-term fluctuations. Okay? And third, if you're going to ask if you're going to trade or not, again, ano nga bang approach? Napakaraming ways, napakaraming approach na pwede nyo gawin sa trading. Pero most of us will be dependent on what we call as technical analysis. Rather than investing or solely dependent on what we call as fundamentals, diba? So, although we can benefit from both, ibig sabihin we can take advantage on both information na pinaprovide ng fundamentals at technicals when we deal with trading. So ako personally, I incorporate fundamentals as well as technicals as an approach to my trading journey. When it comes to decision making, di ba? So we're based on technical analysis. So ngayon, napakarami ng tools na pwede nating gamitin. So number one, syempre, nandyan yung mga indicators for some people, nandyan yung mga deeper understanding how the market behaves, okay? How other entities like the institutions or banks affects price movements or some manipulations. So ibig sabihin yan, we also studied uh, how is the financial health when it comes to, for example, currencies, the trends. Okay, ano nga bang impact on certain fundamentals towards technical? So again, traders use a lot of strategies or a lot of information as long traders take advantage all of these tools as a way or approach in order for them to to profit from the market on those fluctuations. So kaya dapat aware tayo ano yung approach, anong gagawin natin, and ano yung mga strategies na gagawin natin if you want to make money from trading itself. Okay? And lastly, pag sinabi nating trading, okay, it always possess higher risk. Okay? So tandaan nyo, risky because tandaan natin, trading typically involves higher risk because of the volatility na tinatawag. So, compared to investing, di ba? Since we're dealing short term, we may lose money in a snap. Okay? We may lose money in minutes, hours, weeks, days. So, ibig sabihin niyan, there are more potential higher risk pag ikaw ay nagtitrade. So, that is why there's statistical information that 90% of traders lose money, okay, in this industry. Okay? So, kaya dapat you have to gauge your pros and cons when it comes to dealing with investing ba ako or trading. So, sabi nga natin, trading as an advantage, we can have a quick money. So, I'm not saying trading is easy money. So, there's always a misconception na ina-advertise ng iba na napakadali lang kumita ng pera sa trading. No! Trading is not an easy money approach. Okay? Don't take it as a gamble. So, trading is simply a way to make faster money, but it is not easy. So, you have to be realistic. It only becomes easy for some people because they know their stuff, okay? They've studied, they do their own research, they practice, because tandaan mo, we're dealing with technical. So, again, you have to know all of these things, okay? And for some, we have the brokers allow us as a leverage, no, to amplify our positions to gain more profit. So again, maraming debate against investing ba ako dapat or trading. Okay? So again, there's a lot of debate. Okay? We can talk all day when it comes to investing or trading, but nevertheless, both have their own pros and cons, or both have their own advantages and disadvantages. Ang importante lang is you have to ask yourself from these four categories. Okay? What is your goal? What's your objective? Second, ano nga ba ang timeline mo? Do you want to make money short term lang ba or long term growth? Okay? Or third, what are the ways? Do you have knowledge when it comes to the approach? Do you have fundamental analysis knowledge or do you have technical analysis knowledge? If you have both knowledge, then better because you can take advantage from both and capitalize on both investing and trading. And lastly, you have to know your risk. Do you have enough capital ba? Do you have enough funds ba para pumasok sa industry to? Whether investing ka ba na long term or trading na short term. So again, lahat yan may balance. So you have to know your sweet spot wherein whether you want to go this way, investing, or you want to go this way, trading lang. Or you want to go both and take advantage how you can make money from the market or any other asset or commodity na pwede mong i-trade or mapag-investan. Okay? So again, this is just a way of me share with you na sa daming ways ngayon na pwede tayong kumita, these are two of the common paths na pwede nating puntahan. Investing and trading. So, for me, personally, you can go for both, but nevertheless, it always boils down to having knowledge from both. Okay? Not only for investing and not only for trading. So, again, if you're making money from both, better you diversify and expand your knowledge so that you can have more streams of income, hindi lang dito sa ways na yan. So, you can make a lot of things from your profits or even from that profit, you earn money through reinvesting or through using more huge capital para makapag-trade in short term or investing in long term. So again, I hope nakatulong sa inyo to how you can decide, okay, whether you go for this route as investing or this route as trading or how you can take advantage from both. Okay? So again, I hope na natutunan mo kayo. Thank you so much to all my TFE VIP champion students all over the globe, subscribers, followers, and sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta. So again, God bless. See you all on the next videos. Bye-bye. So, I just want to inform and announce that our TFE VIP champion student private Discord community is already up. And yeah, here we have several channels wherein we share our technical trading ideas among each other. And of course, we also have our weekly trade ideas para sa ating mga weekly forecast para sa mga currency pairs. And some announcement section. And of course, since tayo ay global, of course, we have other students as well na galing sa mga ibang bansa overseas. So, we here we introduce ourselves and introduce kung saan tayo galing, sa bansa tayo ngayon, OFW man o hindi. But nevertheless, this is a healthy community para mag-share ng mga trading ideas para sa inyo guys. And hopefully, I will be putting up a server publicly para sa mga baguhan naman and those mga followers and subscribers natin. Alright? So, yeah, this is just a minor announcement and hopefully guys, you can join us and make this community grow lalo na sa ating mga estudyante nag-aaral. Alright guys, so mga baguhan pa lang. But nevertheless, everyone here wants to learn, wants to make profit from the market. But as much as possible, we're all equal in the eyes of the market. Alright guys, so that would be it. So yun lang and thank you very much. Alright, bye-bye.